Hi. I just noticed somebody mentioned that I had 11 thumbs down on some video and that how terrible that was that I've made 18,000 videos. But you know what? There's been a run of negative, of down, thumbs downs. Like almost all the recent videos have 10 thumbs down. And I was thinking about that and thinking there was a time that somebody was upset with me and they went through and put thumbs down on everything. And um, it's interesting that people think that you, anyway, blah blah blah. When you put a thumbs down, it actually moves that video higher up on the queue for people to see. So it becomes more watched than ones that don't have any thumbs down. See, the people that are putting thumbs down are trying to, I don't know, get me off YouTube or, whatever. But it's backfires, right? Because it's all on, it puts it higher in the queue so more people watch it. There's a lot of, guess I don't want to say that. It's interesting when you try and control yourself. You try and control the things you say so that you're not unkind and that you compliment things you like. When you see something that you like, you should say it to the person. Wow, your hair looks amazing like that. Or, your outfit is great. Whatever it is, or if they did a good job. People don't get complimented enough, I didn't realize that because I get complimented. And my mother complimented me. I grew up being complimented. And so I compliment. But it's important to do that, because we're all in it together. Interesting, when one of us succeeds, we all succeed. Now, you'd think that is not true because there's so much competition. So if you succeed, that's bad for me because therefore I am not whatever. And but when we all succeed, when we all compliment each other, when we all become nice people, it becomes so good for everybody, I think that there's a lot of judging that goes on, a lot of judging. A lot of people think that everybody should be like them. Whatever they've found out is the way to do it, everyone should do it that way. And if you don't, then you're wrong and should be told. It's a very egocentric world then, isn't it? It's all about yourself. Anyway, so I think we're not supposed to be that way. Because there is a God, and God has rules, and God doesn't change. Just because society changes, God stays the same. That's one thing about God that is so awesome, is that He will always love you, always accept you, that He's always there. He's always there. You could always talk to Him, and you can feel that He hears you. And you get good ideas when you talk to Him. If you talk slowly and you ponder things with Him, you get ideas that solve your problems. Anyway, there is a God, period. And whatever you think about different religions is your own whatever. But because there is a God, that means that what we do on earth really makes a difference. That we need to be thinking about Him and being prompted by Him so that we can really live good lives. And so we can have joy in our life. You think that all these God rules, that religion, that all just is to keep you down and curtail your freedom. But really, when you obey those laws, and you get so that you always obey those laws, and if you don't, you repent and start over, you obey the laws again. And always kind of pulling yourself by your bootstraps. Oh, get back here, that's not the path. And, anyway, I love Jesus Christ, but I don't want to get into my beliefs. even though they're awesome. But they give me joy, and having joy is so important. The last 2 days I've been feeling kind of miserable. And I wasn't sure why. Anyway, it's more fun to have joy. When you have body pain, it's really hard to have joy. But, I'm going to hike the Appalachian Trail in 10 years. Those of you that don't know that, I'm just letting you know now. And we have all these very rugged hills around here. I don't know if you can see our rugged hills, but anyway, they're rugged. And so I'm practicing, but my knee hurts. Hips are perfect. My foot is much better. There's still some of my foot, all those tendons, I twisted my foot. Well, now my knee. It's like I've twisted all the tendons in my knee, or not all of them, but some of them, one of them. And when I walk, I feel pain from that one. And it's like I finally can walk again. It's just been so much. But I can't just think, poor me. I have to, and I mustn't murmur, right? That's okay to have what it is. Anyway, this is what life is. This is what aging happens, After you're 40, things start to not feel right anymore. And my idea that in 10 years I will have made myself in shape enough that I can easily hike on rugged terrain. I may not have to take the Appalachian Trail. I may not have to. That's all it's more than just the walk. You're gone, and I don't know, maybe if you're with a group. But see, I couldn't keep up with a group. I'd have to walk really slow. And it'll probably take a very, very long time to do such a thing. Maybe we will hike one section and think, oh, wow, that's so cool. We did it. Because in 10 years, when I'm finally fit enough, when all my muscles are in good shape, something else probably will have gone wrong. That's the thing about aging. I love bicycle riding. I just love bicycle riding. But the same knee hurt when I was in my 20s and I was bicycle riding. In fact, it hurt so much I couldn't walk. And I was in school and I didn't know how in the world I was going to get to class. I had no concept of handicapped and wheelchairs and walkers. Those things were like, huh? I never knew those things really existed. Of course I knew they existed, but in my situation with my knee not working, I was scared I wasn't going to be able to go to class, and I wasn't going to be able to walk anywhere. I stopped drinking milk, and right away my knee was better. So thank goodness. So I have to be so careful with what I eat, You probably the same, are you? You find out that this one food triggers out, like sugar triggers inflammation and gives you joint pain. And wheat does the same thing. Or maybe it's gluten, I don't know. Anyway, stretching is really awesome. You can really change the whole way you feel by stretching. You can turn a rotten day into a really good day if you have a stretch. And I love walking and swinging my arms and extending my legs. There's a way that I walk when I'm being careful of my knee that actually is more painful than when I am taking a long stride and swinging my arms. You must think I talk a lot about myself and my pains. But, we all have different things to live through, and if my pain relates to somebody else gets some idea by something that worked for me. That's good, eh? When one person rises up, we all do. We're all in it together. You find that out when there's a disaster. Like after a hurricane, right? You find out like you're all helping each other, whatever. Everybody's in it together. But when everything is going well and we all have our nice houses and our driveways and our cars and our yards and our situations and we take everything for granted. It's important not to take, what is, somebody just commented, we love you too. Isn't that sweet? You know, they say that if you spend all your time online, that you are lonely. So I think you'd be lonely when you're not online. But when you're online, I don't think you're lonely. I think you've got all these people out there that are real people. It's not like you're watching cartoons, or that these people that you're talking to are cartoon figures. You know, these are real people with real situations, and we help each other on there. I mean, I don't really go on Facebook anymore. I deleted it from my phone. I can get there through Messenger if I tap on somebody's name, and then it can say view Facebook profile. I can go there, and then from there I can change and go to my own. So if I want to, I can go on Facebook, but I find that Facebook is a lot of time and very, very little information. Especially when people are all sending different things to forward. That's, I probably said this before, but those things that people send to you and want you to forward, and they say something like, send this to the most wonderful mother you know, and then see if how many you get back. Like, hello? Is this like a setup for failure or what? I never, ever, ever send something that tells people to send it. Especially things like that. Isn't that awful? I mean, what if you send these out? What if you really believe it? What if you think, oh my gosh, like when I was first on the internet so many years ago. Wow, it's a lot of years, isn't it? A lot of years ago. Long time since putting my keyboard out through the window so I could sit outside while I wrote in my journal. Couldn't see the screen. It was inside, but I knew how to type. Anyway, I guess I should go. This is really getting long. It's nice to talk to you, though. You know, I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff that was on my phone, a lot of the videos and the photos, and so now there's a lot more room. And now I can actually make, it's not cutting me off. This is 12 minutes and 19 seconds, 20 seconds, 21 seconds, 22 seconds. Oh my gosh. How did it go? It's later than it's ever been, and now it's even later, and now it's even later, and now it's even later. It's later than it's ever been, and now it's even later, and now it's later still. Time is marching on, and time is still marching on. I guess I should let you go. I had chills last night, and I woke up with aches and pains. But I took some medication, and now I don't have any aches and pains. It's snowing hard. I'm just sitting here watching it snow. But it's not. Like, you can't see it probably because it's so tiny. It's coming down like mist. And when it comes down like mist, or something a little thicker than mist, it really adds up. The great big snowflakes, they don't add up. You might get a little bit. But when it's coming down like this, you can get 10 inches. You'll never get 10 inches of fluffy stuff. I don't think. Snow is a very interesting thing. Living where it snows, I want to be outside all the time, right? I don't like to be inside. And so I've been learning a lot about the snow and the cold and my Christmas trees. See my Christmas trees? They're down there. Did you see them? Okay, I'm going to let you go. Have a splendid day and make somebody smile. Just compliment them. And if you want to put a thumbs down, go ahead, because that'll put this up at the top of the list. Bye.